All right, this is year 3 with the giant Sequoia. So let's see, planted this in January, somewhere in January I think, of 2021. There's my thumb as a reference. That's how big the trunk is. When I first planted it, it was about the size of, just one of those small branches. The trunk was about that size. So you can see it thickened up really well. Had a little bit of dieback during winter. It was pretty cold this winter, below 0 Fahrenheit a few times, and pretty often in the single digits. But do have plenty of new growth here. It was a cold spring too, so it's everything. The other plants have kind of gotten a slow start, but it's doing pretty well. The giant Sequoia, but all my other plants were a little slow to start. A little lopsided here. It's not very full right here, but you see there's some more growth coming out on the branches there. And I trimmed off anything that looked like it was dead, like these little pieces right here. So this is what it's looking like in the first week of June 2023. Say it's about maybe 2 feet tall. Just recording this with my phone, by the way. It's looking pretty good to me. I just gave them a little bit of fertilizer and a nice drink because it's been getting pretty dry this spring. It was really wet and cool earlier, and now it's a little dry and kind of hot. It was in the mid 80s and so on Fahrenheit again. But yeah, it's looking pretty good right now. Again, this is the 3rd year. Planted on this slope here, so that everything runs downhill this way as far as the rainwater. There's a bluebird house there. So it should stay drier here, but if it's really wet in spring, it's going to stay damp. And this soil is kind of a thick clay, so it's not ideal for it, because I think they like well-drained soil, probably less humidity, because it gets really hot and humid here in the summer. What else? I think if I were to do this again, I'd probably just build up an area with almost like a raised bed, and put in a lot of nice fresh topsoil that drains well, and not have it directly in the ground, just to give it a better start, so it's not in the thick clay. So at least that way, for several years it would have a nice bed of topsoil to grow in. Let's see if this one makes it. I had a couple that were probably, maybe 5 feet tall, or somewhere in that range, over that way. But the water runs down that way, so I think it stays wetter down there. So I'm just wondering if that might have done those in. They started turning black on the branches, and then it just totally died off. So far this one looks good, other than just the normal little bit of dieback during winter. And to me it looks nice and healthy. There's a nice thick trunk on there. This is all new growth here, from about right there. All right, well, wish him luck.